We are excited to be bringing to the line tonight's speaker. He is not only a founding member and Elite Eight member of Evolution Travel, but he is also a platinum consultant. He is an all around outstanding businessman, and we want you to jump in the chat box and welcome to the line Mr. Tony Evans, Vice President of Evolution Travel. Tony, are you available to take the call?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Deidre?
Loud and clear. The call is all yours.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Before I get started, let me first give it back to you, Deidre. Thank you so much for all that you do, young lady. I've been waiting to do something with you for years now. You know what I mean? I know we're almost getting there for that one event we were having across all the cities, and you and I were doing a lot of communication back and forth. And so I was looking forward to really starting to work with you, and I'm sure we're going to be headed that way really soon. Outside of that, Toni Ward, thank you for inviting me on tonight. Guys, I had to beg to get on this call tonight to get part of this. I just had to. So excited to be on tonight. So we're going to make sure we get you guys some amazing information on tonight. I want to welcome you all. Where are we at? 65 people. Okay, we need to get to 100. As we get started, guys, I'm just going to get my screen, try to share my screen here. Do you want to continue? Yes. Yes, let's get going. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Just bear with me here to get my little slideshow going. Again, as Deidre mentioned, I am Tony Evans, the VP of Evolution Travel. Also, IATAN card holder, don't get it twisted. I book travel, yes, I do. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So guys, what we're gonna do to get started off tonight, again, I wanna welcome you all on. I see those numbers going up. Guys, we're gonna take 5 minutes. Y'all see my counter up there because we're just gonna talk. Actually, it's gonna give you a chance to get some invites to get people on this line to get this information. Make sure you guys have pads and pens. Be ready to take some screenshots. I'm going to be sharing some information you might not have had. Also, I do believe in people who get on these calls should be rewarded. So I actually brought some gifts with me. We got some E3 lovers out there. Where are my E3 lovers out there? Anybody on the E3 product? Type in that chat box. If you are on that E3, I'm going to pull that chat box up so I can see, because I can't see. I might need your help, Deidre, what it looks like. I'm trying to pull that chat box up and it ain't showing me anything. But
you have several, but it is blowing up. We got lots of.
Is it blowing up?
I
okay.
love the T, a bunch of E3s.
What?
Someone wants to know, are we getting some free E3 tonight?
Oh my goodness, they must know me better. That's somebody who knows me.
To the cream, drinking the tea now. I'm about to put in my store. So just know that you picked the right thing. They love the tincture.
Okay, let me take
the oil. So you got the right group.
Let me take my screen off. Let me put here. This is what I got tonight. All right, so who's excited? I got not one box. I got a box that's still in the package. So that's 2 boxes. What else I got? I'm gonna be giving y'all out tonight. Y'all know I always got to give out something.
Oh, they even showing them on the camera. You got some.
Look at them.
People holding up their E3 products on the camera.
I got some CBD oil we're gonna be giving out. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Need that tea? Okay. Alicia, I see you. She said she need that tea. Wow. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna put my email address in the chat box. So my winners, please email me if you are a winner on tonight so I can get your address and get that out tomorrow. Trust me, I have this stuff everywhere. I got to get it out. I love giving it back to the company as a show of our appreciation for all you guys, for all that you do for this amazing company. So T Evans at myevolutiontravel.com. I know we spelled it wrong in our last event, right? Patrice Abel's Vance, I know she on here. We were spelling my email wrong. I had people hunt me down for their product. So that is my email, t.evans@myevolutiontravel.com. We're gonna go by the honor code tonight. If you win, please email me. If you didn't win, please don't try to get product from me. Leave it for these winners out here, all right? So where are my E3s? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Pick but me on blast. Sorry, Patrice. I ain't put you on blast. I did not. You did an amazing job, guys. So, all right. So I wanted to get y'all excited because we do have some things I'm going to give out. Let me go back to my sharing of my screen. I'm sorry about that, but I got excited too. I love this E3 product as well. So we're going to go back from the beginning. But if my timer, okay, we still got 3 minutes. All right, good. All right, we're up to 82 people. So guys, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Again, I was saying that I love when people are involved in and become a part of these calls. You guys, you never know what's going to happen. And I'm telling you, y'all know, for those who know me, I give out convention tickets. I give out all kinds of things. I can't give out a convention ticket because we're still in the process of trying to make a 2021 convention happen. So for you 82 people, you just got some insider information. We are looking at some dates, and I'm going to give it to you guys because, like I said, I appreciate y'all for hopping on. July 16th to the 18th is what we're looking at. Now, Tony Evans did not just say convention is happening. That's the bona fide date, but that's what we're looking at, okay? July 16th to the 18th. So y'all only gonna get this insider information from me, right? Just don't tell Ron and tell David. Me and Reggie, y'all can only imagine the kind of conversations he and I have. Me being, kind of like, the man of David, and he's the right-hand man of Ron, the conversations that we have about trying to get this stuff together. But right now we are working on some. Also, I want to make another small announcement. We are looking at a possible retreat late 2021, early 2022. So if you've been on a retreat with us, we figured that would be like amazing to get those retreats going again. So, we definitely are working on those things. So we look for things to get back to normal from a corporate standpoint as well, not only our individual businesses, but what we plan for the company as well in terms of conventions and retreats and whatnot. So our committee has been talking. We are all antsy, definitely wanting to do a convention, definitely wanting to do retreats and get things back going, right? One Star Platinum, Nina Jackson Mitchell. We ready to do something with you guys. So just bear with us. I know we get a lot of questions about what's going on. We get a lot of questions about people like, I paid for this and did it move over? And I'll answer that now for you guys. If you paid and you moved your stuff to a convention, it is going to be honored. I talked to Reggie about 30 minutes ago just to verify, hey, if we do come up with dates for this year, are those people okay? And the answer was yes. I'm not sure on the price or anything else, but I just want you guys to all be comfortable. For those who did submit deposits and have won convention tickets that were supposed to be in 2020, you will be honored whether we do it in 2021 or in 2022. Okay? All right, we got 42 seconds, guys. So let's see if we can get a winner here. Deidre, I'm gonna need you to help me because I have my trainer slide up. So what I'm going to do is call on my travel agents, the ones who are engaged. If you were on that call by the Travel Cafe today, my first question: what ship is going to be traveling to Hawaii from Long Beach? Deidre, please help me.
I got you.
First answer: what ship, which of Carnival's ship is going to be traveling from Long Beach to Hawaii? That's big too, guys. Who was my first person?
The first person to respond was Toni, and she said inspiration.
That is absolutely not correct. Who's my next answer?
Okay, the next answer we got after that was Martify. Maybe she meant Mardi Gras. I don't know. It says Martify from Anne. We've got another inspiration, Mardi Gras, inspiration. I've got a celebration. I've got paradise. Another Mardi Gras. Okay, let's see. Princess.
Did anybody say?
I've
Did
got
anybody
Panama.
say miracle? Come on, y'all.
No.
The quantum miracle. Y'all killing me.
Okay, they just put miracle in now. But,
all right. I'll do one more because I got to give away a box of tea. On that call, what country is closing their docks to all cruise lines? What country? This is something we need to know.
Canada.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Who was my first?
And the first person was Musetta G. Jones.
Musetta, you should have my email. I should have, you have my phone number. You should inbox me with your address, Musetta, so I can get that tea out to you. Excellent. Excellent. Y'all want one more? Just one more. My training ain't very long, so let me just give away some stuff. How about a CBD oil for another one? All right, listen up, everybody. We got 99 people. Tony, does this get up to 300? We need to keep sharing. Does this get up to 300? All right, this is for CBD oil. MSC Cruise Lines. What are they putting into play? What rule are they putting into play as it relates to shore excursions? Travel agents, y'all got to know this now. We need to know this information. So
first answer is a reservation. Second answer is temperature checks. Third is, excuse me, must be booked by the ship. We've got their free.
As it relates to our Travel Cafe call today.
And then we have must be booked with them. And then we have escorts. Those are the answers. All
right. All right. So I'm seeing who wasn't on that call. Travel Cafe guys got to get on it. So what it said was MSC Cruise Line is they're going to apply a rule that says you cannot leave the ship unless you can't go on an excursions. You can't even get off the ship unless you're going on an authorized shore excursion. Was somebody close?
Well, the closest we have is that it has to be booked with them, but no one said that you could not get off of the ship.
That's big. That's huge. Could you imagine people not having that information?
And he did just type that in, but I think it might have been after you already said
it. Who typed it in? Because I got to give it away. We're gonna keep
Annie. Annie Cushing.
Annie, you should be in my inbox as well. I know Annie. Annie, just inbox me your address. I'm gonna send you a CBD oil, and I'm writing it down too, guys. I gotta be a little bit more better.
Now, Toni is really vying for her CBD product. She said her answer means that that's authorized. So she,
Right, that's true. That's true. That does.
And Annie was also the first person who said you had to make a reservation, but she amended her answer to include you couldn't get off the ship.
Who's that? Toni?
No, Annie.
Annie
was the first to respond, but
yeah, Annie's good for the CBD oil. Who else was close on there? Who else was close?
We've got must be the cruise line's onshore excursion from Celia. We have must be booked with them from Zambia, and must be booked by the ship from Toni Ward.
Zambia, I'm gonna give you a CBD oil. Zambia, I'm not sure if we've communicated outside of these calls. Inbox me on Messenger with your address. I think so, Zambia. I'm sorry. I think we have. Just want to make sure. And I only say that, guys, because I do communicate with a lot of you. So if I don't have you or your information, I am so sorry. You guys know, and we're going to talk about that you can always reach out to myself through any of the communication tools that we have via Messenger, Telegram, Facebook, you name it. Many of you have my number, know that you can text me just about anytime you want. So let's go ahead and get into this training. I will have, let's see what I got left. I got another CBD oil and of course the grand prize tea. Toni got her name on it, but we're gonna see. I may have to give her one anyway, just because she got me on this call.
Now we got a question that they want to know, do you have any cool shirts or sweaters?
My goodness. Let's see. Am I capable of it? Put in the chat box if y'all think I'm capable of getting a sweatshirt. Y'all gonna
You
give me
know, I'm,
much
you know, because
trouble.
I'm helping, I'm not participating, but I believe you can make that happen.
Y'all, really? Y'all gonna get me in so much trouble. Okay, I'm gonna give away a shirt and a sweatshirt. Man, y'all killing me. I gotta write this stuff down too, see. Okay, let's keep track of that. A shirt and a sweatshirt. All right, so y'all better pay attention to this training. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started, guys.
If
Again,
you're the VP, you
but
and we're
that's
at 105. So.
and that's Archer stuff though. I can't just bogart. Actually, I do, but shh, don't tell nobody. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. So much fun. I love working with y'all. So let's talk about tonight's training, guys. And again, I wanted to talk first, just kind of have some fun with you guys. But of course, and we know that when it comes down to our business, um, of course it is fun, but there's a part of it that we need to take serious because we cannot have total success without not only having fun, but taking it serious and getting to where you need to get to when building your business in this particular company. Now, what I want to train on tonight is about taking control of your business, taking back control. I know a lot of things has happened. Of course, number one being the pandemic. So pandemic happened. Many of us were on our way to our third, fourth, fifth year IATAN cards. We were trying to accomplish that. And then the pandemic happened and just all heck, can I say him? All heck broke loose. And so, there were different things that came out of it. There were different results. Many of us had different results, and being able to get through the pandemic, whether it being, okay, my team fell off or my travel slowed way down. We saw a lot of numbers dip. We saw people still coming into business, and kudos to them because they still saw the vision. And but for the most part, people started to panic a lot, and people started to forget the roots of what got them to where they are. And now people aren't as confident in building their business as they were in 2019 at this time. So what I want to talk about is just us taking back control and really starting to get that momentum back. I think I saw a post earlier today. Dwayne Macklin posted, "Don't lose momentum." You know what I mean? And this is the time to take it back, take it by the hinges and get back to accomplishing what we need to accomplish, to achieving those goals, hitting those ranks, getting that travel booked, you know what I mean? Getting back to where we need to get back. So we want to talk tonight about that. So I want to ask one question right now of where you are today. Do you feel like you have full control of your business? You have full control. Where are you with it? Did you go from silver to executive? Did you go from booking 2 or 3 trips a month to I haven't booked anything since last year? I'm just barely hanging on. My sponsor quit. My upline is really hard to get a hold of now. I haven't had a virtual travel party since the pandemic. That's losing control. That's not having control. That's allowing circumstances to control you. So we want to talk about it. So let's talk about some of those barriers that stop us from accomplishing and having control of our business. Of course, again, like I said, the pandemic. Take a picture of this because I know this is going to touch somebody on this line, if not all of us, somewhere. One of these barriers hit us, whether it been the pandemic. My business completely fell off due to the pandemic. I procrastinated. I just was like, okay, I know travel's going to be okay, but I procrastinated myself to get the job done. So I spent more time in procrastination than doing the work. How about a fear of success or failure? Just a fear. Sometimes we could fear to be successful. Other times we could fear that we're going to fail. That's a barrier because we're stuck. Fear is an emotion. So if we're stuck in an emotion, we won't accomplish. So we cannot sit around here, have a fear to be successful and have a fear to fail. That's a barrier. How about sensitive to criticism, rejection, and disapproval? Anybody deal with that in these last 9 months? Oh man, pandemics happen. You ain't selling travel, stop doing that. Stop paying that $69.95, right? So we've been rejected. Somebody you booked for the last 5 years, pandemic hit, no, sorry, I can't do anything until 2022. Now I'm questioning my ability to sell travel. Now I'm questioning my ability to be successful. Those are the barriers. You know what I mean? Think about some of those other barriers. This is just a couple that I came up with, but I know there's many barriers that came in that took charge and took control of our business, took control of us. It didn't take control of the business. It took control of us, right? And so now we're just to a point like, okay, we need to take it back. And so we're going to talk about how we're going to take that back, right? Oh, I have a special announcement, by the way. Guess what? The travel industry is coming back. It's coming back, y'all. Again, I asked those questions at the beginning because I know how important it is for us to have as much information about the travel industry as possible for us to be successful. If you are not on those calls, if you're not getting those emails, if you're not a part of Travel Leaders, you're missing out, because the more information that we have, the more comfortability we're going to have to sell travel, the more comfortability we're going to have to introduce someone to this company, right? So we want to make sure that we're comfortable, right? So let's do that. So let's talk about what full control looks like in our business, right? This is where we were in 2019 when convention was coming and retreat was coming, and I hit silver or I hit gold, or I booked my first booking in 2019 going into 2020. So what does it look like? Let's look at this. Understanding our purpose, of course, we came in knowing exactly, look, I want to be gold, I want to be platinum, I want to book a lot of travel. So we had a purpose coming in, right? Assess if it's practical. We had a way of how we were going to do it, how we were going to accomplish it. We prioritize the task. I'm going to talk to 100 people. My leadership says that if I just do this and follow the method, that I could accomplish this. I was well on my way to doing that. I was doing it on a daily basis. I was implementing that process that was given to me. I was in full control of that. Everything that was given from the leadership, from the corporate team, I was just putting it all together and accomplishing great things. And then, of course, we were measuring the results and the plan. So I had hit executive, I had hit bronze, I hit silver, I hit platinum, I hit gold. I booked 5 or 6 trips. You know what I mean? So we were in control. But what happened? How do we get back there, right? Let's look at that. Let's look at some steps of what it's going to take to get back control. Number one, and I want you guys to take a screenshot. Let me just move this over. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this because this relates to everybody. And I'm going to take my time because this is so important. And number one, know what resources you have and how to use them. Now let's talk about everything that you see on your screen. So you have the young lady, and she's on her computer and she's got the Google and the Facebook, Yahoo, Bing, Google, utilizing her resources from social media. Guys, if we ain't on social media, if we ain't out there putting our business out there, it's going to be hard to take control. If you were posting 5 times a day in 2019, certainly you have to do the same thing in 2021. Let's go to the next one, the Travel Cafe. You have to be in touch to what the company is doing. I'll say it again. You have to be a touch. You almost have to know the heartbeat of Evolution and Archer to get control. I asked some questions that was from Travel Cafe today. You know what I mean? That Ron talked about at the beginning when he was speaking back and forth with Adolfo. And I'm guilty as well. I'm not always on the Travel Cafe, but I try to get on as much as I can to get the information so I know the heartbeat of this company, right? What's the next one? Our sponsor, the person responsible for bringing you into the company. Are they the end all, be all? Absolutely not. They're just a source for you that you can resort to help you along the way to get you going. Because I know a lot of times, and we get this, I do the new agent call on Sundays. My sponsor, I can't trust them as far as I can throw them, right? Doesn't matter. The sponsor is the sponsor. If your sponsor is not a good sponsor, shame on them. It ain't your fault. We happy you're in the company. Now you get to become a sponsor and show them what a sponsor is supposed to look like and supposed to be like, right? but they're still a resource. Sponsors, we're resources. We are their resources, right? If your sponsor not doing the job, go to the next person up, right? That's where that gold and your platinum is, right? Vendor trainings. Vendor trainings didn't stop, family. They did not stop. This is how we're selling people into, that's how we got people into the business, hint, hint, for the last 6-7 months, because we sold the fact that they're gonna get educated, and when travel gets going, they're gonna be ready to go. If you're not selling that, shame on you. If you didn't get at least one person in the last 6 months, start talking about what they're gonna get, start talking about that vendor training, how important it is. Because again, I mentioned something about MSC. I mentioned something about Canada is not even gonna open their docks. So I need to know that I better not send nobody to Canada. That way via Alaska, hopefully the cruise is going to Alaska is going to bypass Canada and go straight to Alaska. So that's the information I gotta have. And that's the kind of education that vendor training and things like that is gonna do to help you take control, right? So I mentioned about golds and platinums. If you don't know who the gold in your line is, find out. Did y'all know that y'all can send an email, or you can go into the blue chat box to find out who your gold, who your platinum is? A step even further. Do you know you can find out who your founder council member is just in the blue chat box? Absolutely. I know it happens. People come into the company. I have no idea who my gold is. I have no idea who my platinum is. And I have no idea who my founder council member. I have people come into my organization. I'm the dang VP of this company, and they have no idea that Tony Evans is their founder council member or Elite 8 member. Take it even a step further. For those who don't know, guys, everyone in this company, hear me, everyone in this company come through someone in that picture of that founder council. You did not come into this company and not a direct lineage of anybody in that picture. If you don't recognize your founder council member in that picture, I want you to take a screenshot of that founder council up close, and your homework assignment is to find out who your founder council member representative is. We mention it every Sunday, right, Nina? Right, Patrice? We talk about it, knowing who your upline is. Do not suffer in silence. We say it all the time. People suffer because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of education, because of lack of not knowing. Guys, don't expect it to come down. You go get it. Don't expect it to be handed to you. You go get it, right? I want everyone on this line to know who your founder council representative is, because when we get into accountability, that's gonna play a big role in that, being accountable, right? So that's number one, know the resources you have. Number two, take a screenshot. Set goals in a daily roadmap. We could talk till we're blue. Notice that all of us leaders, founder council, Elite 8, David, we all train about goals, because this company did not come to exist if it had not been for a goal. Guys, the goal was on a tissue. Listen, for those who don't know, Evolution was put together on I can't remember what hotel that napkin was, but on a napkin. It was a goal. 8 people came together, said, yes, David, we stand behind you. Let's make it happen. That is the foundation of what this company stands for, where this company came from, is the ability to set a goal and apply, right? Remember, when you're setting goals, be specific, be measurable, be achievable, make sure it's realistic, make sure it is timely. A daily roadmap means that I'm doing something every day. Shame on y'all telling people when they come into the business, oh, you don't have to do nothing. Maybe once a week, maybe for a short 30 minutes. Guys, you are setting them up to fail, because you can't be successful. For us to paint this false picture that you only need 10 minutes of this and you're going to have all this success in this company is an absolute falsehood. You're going to get back in this company what you put in. If you give us 5 minutes a week, you're going to get 5-minute pay. Okay? No longer can we paint these pictures that don't exist. The evolution is not an illusion. We sold over $200 million in travel sales. in 5 years, 200 million for that little company that wasn't supposed to last 6 months, right? But we were so steadfast on our goal setting and what we needed to do when we started. We came together, the Elite Eight. Toni had a goal. Fred had a goal. Derek and Isla had a goal. I had a part to play. James Brown, on down the line. And then when the FC came, those goals and daily roadmaps of what we needed to do to be successful only expanded to all those amazing leaders that came aboard. That is the foundation that the company is built on. So if we're not selling that, shame on us. We can never have success, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to set goals. And I want you to ask yourself, what is your why? If we don't know that, again, a foundational principle to being successful and having control. Knowing what your why is. If you still haven't figured that out, we got to go back to the drawing board because we got to know why we are doing this. Because if we understood why, then we won't have any problem with putting in more than just the 5 minutes a week that I've been doing throughout this pandemic. Because that why, if it ain't strong enough, yeah, you okay with doing that 5 minutes. If it's strong enough, nah, man, I think I need to do about 30 minutes a day, at least minimum. What motivates us? What motivates you all, right? What motivated us coming in when we started this company? What motivated us was the fact that we were not supposed to be here. It was said all across MLM, that travel company is not, someone said we wasn't gonna last 30 days. So we were motivated by that. Then they said, okay, they lasted 30 days. They're definitely not gonna last 6 months. That motivated us, starting with David on down. We were fired up. We had conversations at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. Toni Ward, I know you remember, in your mask in the middle of the night, right? We were fired up. We were motivated by that, right? Write down that big picture, what you want things to look like in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Guys, that don't stop. Let's remotivate ourselves to look at and understand what the big picture is. What we're gonna do for 2021. It's here, right? Travel is coming back. Big announcement, travel's back. So we have no excuses, right? Let's do it. How about this one? Number 3, holding yourself accountable. Holding yourself accountable. Not holding your platinum, not holding your founder council member, not holding your sponsor, holding yourself accountable. We absolutely cannot be successful if we're not holding ourselves accountable first. 5 minutes, $5. 500 hours, $500. It's that same. It goes hand in hand. True or false? Tell me in the chat box. When individuals are accountable, they understand and accept the consequences of their actions for the areas in which they assume responsibility. When roles are not clear and people are not held accountable, again, when people are not held accountable, work does not get done properly and learning is not possible. I already know it's lighting up over there. That is true. Absolutely true. Just cannot get things done unless we are holding ourselves accountable. Again, leadership gives you a task. Hey, get business cards, give out 100 business cards this week. Now you're on it. Now you ordered your business cards. Now, who needs to go out and get those business cards and hand out to those 100 people? Did the person who told you do it, or do you need to do it? We got to hold ourselves accountable, right? We got to take charge. We got to take control. We got to take it back, right? I love this one. The first rule of accountability to operate above the line, right? So when we're operating, take a picture. Take a picture. Before I go further, take a picture, write it down. First rule of accountability is to operate above the line. We do not want to be stuck below the line of accountability. Above the line, meaning we see it, we do it, we make it happen. We see it, it's a problem, we solve it, push on. We see it, we love it, we own it, it's mine. We see it, yes, I see it, it's gonna get done, right? Below the line, of course, we ignore it, we pass the buck. I'm just gonna wait and see. Or how about this one? Finger pointing. Leaders, I know y'all can attest, right? Because we get the complaints. We hear, we get that. We send out a message in our chats, in our groups, right? And then one person hits us on the side, like, we could accomplish this, but so and so needs to do this better. Why are you worrying about so and so? How about worry about what your task's supposed to be? Because we can't all accomplish if we got one. Y'all remember I did this training a couple years ago, South Point, right? Separate them, get them away from that clean water, get that dirty water away, right? Because you can't operate above line, right? Accountability. Now let's talk about how we can be more accountable, guys. And we're going to deal with this. We're going to go through each one. Some of this is going to hit right at home with a lot of you. If it doesn't, for some of you, I am so sorry, but this is definitely what's needed, because without accountability, we can't have success, period. So one thing about how we can be more accountable is dealing with the failures that happens. So what? You went from silver to executive. It's okay. Search suggestions out with others. It's okay to see if someone has the answer. It's okay. It's okay to use Google when you're stuck on a travel question, right? Nina, we tell them all the time, Google is your best friend, right? It's okay. Review your performance. End of the week, I said my goal was to talk to 3 people and hand out 10 business cards. On Sunday, I realized I only talked to 1 person and I only gave out 2 business cards. You had a sucky week, and you should be telling yourself that, right? Have the difficult conversation. Don't be afraid to have that conversation. Like, you know what? I sucked this week. You know what? I should have did better. I didn't hold myself accountable enough. I said that I was going to go get business cards, hint, hint, and that I was going to give out 10 business cards a day. And I didn't do it. You having a conversation with your platinum, with your founder council member, because we're going to want to know when you say, it's just not working for me. What are we going to say? Well, what are you doing? And we're going to analyze what you're doing and tell you, like, well, wow, you wanted to book something this month, but you only gave out 1 business card. You only did 1 post on Facebook. So you want to tell the whole world you're a travel agent in 1 Facebook post. Just don't work that way, right? So you got to be willing to have that difficult conversation. Be flexible. Time management is crucial. We all know that. Again, back to my 5-minute, $5 rule. You got to be flexible. Time management is crucial. Guys, I run 2 businesses and a brick and mortar business, and I find time, and I'm still an I-10 card holder. I still find time to build my business. I still post in my chats. I still talk to my team. I'm still accessible for help almost 24/7, right? Be flexible. Create a strategy. If you have not created a strategy, now's the time. Don't go into, when travel's coming back, do not be in a position where, well, all those travel agents are so successful. They're so successful because they created a strategy of how they were going to book and produce business this year. If you're not already talking about the cruises that are going to be happening in the next few months, if you're not talking about, all the countries that are going to eventually open up without restriction or with less restrictions, if you're not already talking about that, you're already setting yourself up, right? We got to have a strategy. Get with your leadership on how to do that. That's one that, you don't necessarily have to do by yourself. Get with your leadership, get with other agents. Don't suffer in silence. We say that so much. Don't suffer in silence. Reward yourself for your accomplishments. When you do something, when you accomplish something, reward yourself. Don't wait on some award to happen at the end of the year or at the convention. Reward yourself. I attend. I said, let me see how this thing gonna work. So I went to try to use it at a hotel for myself, right? I rewarded myself. I got the I-10 card. Like, let me see if I can go use this. If this is what they say it is. You know what I mean? So I rewarded myself. What else? Ask for help. Don't suffer in silence. Y'all gonna hear us train on this all year. If you haven't heard us train about this for the last 5 years, it is pivotal. It's a pivotal thing in our company. Ask for help. Don't suffer in silence. I know you live in Band-Aid City, Kansas. I know that. It's okay. You can still be successful from Band-Aid City, Kansas, right? It's okay, because the digital world is probably better than the hands-on world, right? Everything is digital now. So as long as you're doing your due diligence from a digital standpoint, then you'll be fine. You could still build yourself to platinum and 1-star platinum, right? We have leaders from the Founder Council who got platinum just based on digital work, not out there talking to people. She was just amazing with doing digital, right? Letitia Chambers. If you don't know her story, you got to hear it because she used it to her advantage. Create micro goals. That speaks for itself. If I'm going to get up, I know I work tomorrow, I got the kids, I got this and that, but I'm going to take 20, 30 minutes just to look in my back office to see my numbers. I'm going to follow up with someone I talked to about possibly booking their travel. Micro goals. That's going to get you to the major stuff, right? Declare your commitments. That means when I'm committed to something, I'm committed to it. I've declared it to the world. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get business cards. I'm going to do lead landing pages. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm declaring it. I'm subjected to it. I can't be successful in this business unless I declare myself committed to something. And then, of course, follow up and follow through, right? Follow up and follow through. Follow up and follow through. Follow up and follow through. People, understand, family. There have been people trapped in their homes for the last 9 months. They can't wait to get out. Someone's got to book that travel, right? It's time to start asking questions from the entire family. I know you haven't gone anywhere. You planning on going anywhere this year? Let's do something, right? Start building those files, start building those folders of prospects, of people that you sent on trips, of people that you want to send on trips. Follow up, follow through. And last but certainly not least, all say it with me, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining, right? It gets you nowhere, right? I'm saying that from a leader standpoint. I'm saying that from an authoritative standpoint. We have to stop complaining. We are accountable. Stop complaining, please. Hashtag, y'all, that's our hashtag tonight that you've been on this call. Hashtag stop complaining, please. I got 129 people. I want to see 129 posts. Hashtag stop complaining. Hashtag stop complaining. Right? That's going to take us to the next level, family. We almost done, guys. Just a couple more. Just a couple more, right? Be coachable and trainable. Apply what top leaders are training on. Man, them leaders going to owe me dinner for this one. Be coachable and trainable. Apply what top leaders are training on. Toni Ward said, get on 3 calls, not 1. Get on 3 because you need 1 so you'll know how to do 2. You need 2 so you'll know how to do training 3, right? Be coachable and trainable. We are going to talk about this all year. Be coachable and trainable because we're going to give you all the nuggets that you need to be successful. Family, it's not coming from people who are making squat, right? This information coming from people who are 6-figure earners in this company, who are booking travel, lots of it. Guys, ever wondered why we never see, when David does the top 10 travel bookers, y'all know that like the top 3 or 4, almost every month, they're not even on the call. They're so tunnel vision to just book and travel, they don't even have time to get on the call to recognize them and tell them a good job, right? So tunnel vision, so coachable, trainable. Okay, you didn't get on. Hey, look, Apply what the top leaders are trading on. Deidre, this is where I need you because I'm a test them on this one. Be coachable and trainable. Apply what top leaders. Who trained last Sunday on the Time to Evolve call? Deidre, give me that first person. Who was our trainer on the Time to Evolve call this past Sunday?
The first person, let me look here. The very first person that posted is Go consultant Ron Hicks, who said Toni Ward.
No.
The next person.
Ron.
Well, you know, I hosted this call, so I know who it was, but I'm going to go down to the next person.
Ron, I got the answer for you, Ron. Hang on. You was like a week late, dollar short. But and I didn't know what this was for. This is for the T2, by the way.
So the next person was thinking about an answer. Then we have Toni Ward, who said Lynn. Well, I'm assuming she means Lynn because she has K-Y-N-N. After that, we have Travel Diva Patrice Abels Vance, who said Lynn. And I could, yes, so Toni did correct her title. She was.
Okay. All right, T, you got, she's going to work for it. She was going to work for it. All right. And then before that, obviously, was Toni Ward, who did the amazing Valentine's Day training, right? We have to get that information again. Get that information what we're trading on. Guys, yes, we're staying in the same lane. Somebody ain't coming on here and training on a Sunday talking about, you know, how to shine shoes and how to top people's shoelaces. We all stay within the heartbeat of the company. And so you can't continue to have the heartbeat of the company if you're not getting the tools from the ones who produce the heartbeat. Ooh, I need to get paid for that one. Right? So you want to make sure that you're staying in tune to the heartbeat of our company. We got some amazing leaders. Yes, we do all across the board. I love what all the different organizations doing, Rising Top, everybody. You guys do some amazing things. But at the end of the day, it's still the heartbeat of Evolution Travel, right? We want to be in tune to it because that's how we as a company get to 10,000 agents. We as a company get to 20,000. I have my directives that I get from my leadership. Yes, no problem with that. But I also need to know what's happening on this Time to Evolve. You guys know that new agent Q&A is not just for new agents. Do y'all know how much information that is given on a weekly basis to veterans that somebody will be like, wow, I had no idea? Because the travel industry is always changing. Guys, we ain't just giving the same old stuff week in and week out. We'll go through a slideshow, but the questions will always be something that you didn't know. You know what I mean? I learned so much on there. We all learn so much. Most of the time, I'm listening to Anina or Val or GJ or Patrice is saying because, or Kathy Brown Muhammad, I'm sorry. I'm listening because there's something new that they grasp that I didn't grasp because I'm coachable and I'm trainable. I'm a leader, right? So it has to be within me for me to have this expectation for others to have it in them, right? So when I tell you a directive, it's because I've been there. It's because I know what it is to walk that way, right? I've been every position, right? I've been executive, I've been bronze, I've been a silver, I've been a gold, I've been a platinum. Not the highest ranks of the platinum, but I've hit every one of those positions. I've earned an I-10 card. I have gone on numerous travel. I was traveling well before Evolution even came along. That's why I was so intrigued when David brought this to me. Like, you telling me we're about to start doing travel? Yeah, you talking my language, right? And so be coachable, be training, be trainable, apply what the top leaders are training on, guys. Last, certainly not least, have a realistic expectation. I want you to freaking write this down. I want you to take a picture, whatever it takes, put this on your wall because we have to have a realistic expectation. It's kind of hard to come into the business and I have no experience. I don't know anybody and I'm gonna be platinum tomorrow. That's not a realistic expectation. A realistic expectation is, hey, I'm gonna post 10 times this week on Facebook about my business. That's realistic, right? So we want to make sure from this point on, as we carry through 2021 with all the training you're going to get from all these amazing leaders, that we set a realistic expectation, right? Step up to the challenge. Be the lion and not the gazelle, because the lion is always what? Hunting. The gazelle is always what? Running from something, right? So we're going to be the lion and the lioness. No time for the gazelles. The gazelles have no place in this company. Or you're going to struggle, or you're going to be like, oh yeah, she was in evolution last year, 2 years ago. It didn't work out for her. She was running from something. Kind of harsh to say, but most of the time, if you're not successful, you are running from something. You are running away from your own success. Because the lion said, come be a lion. And you became a gazelle. And make your time your worth. 5 minutes, $5. 500 hours, $500. Just saying. I just say that as a measurement, as a psych. 5 minutes, $5. 500, 500, 5,000, 5 million. Guys, realistic expectation. We can do it. You can do it, right? Hold yourself accountable. Take back control. Let me tell y'all a story. How the pandemic was almost like a blessing for me. I'm a six-figure earner outside of multi-level marketing, right? For those who don't know, I hold a high management position for one of the top hotels here in Las Vegas. I've done it for some years now, so I kind of do it with my eyes closed, kind of sick of it actually. But so I earn six figures outside of Evolution, outside of our trading company, outside of my brick and mortar company. I took a $57,000 hit this last year. So for instance, let me just give you a number. So I'm supposed to make 105. I only made like 50, I think, not even that. Because my ability to step up to the challenge, guys, it was my best financial year in the last 20 years. How does that happen? Now that happened because we opened a new company, and my brick and mortar company was never affected. It's the kind of company that won't be affected by a pandemic. But I had to have a mindset that, man, you ain't gonna make $50 on that job, 50,000 on that job. That's a problem. Sorry, for me, it was a problem. But it ended up being the biggest blessing because I've never saved so much money. I've never been so focused on where every dime that I spend goes, and just being conscious of everything in front of me, that it was my best financial savings year, investing year in the last 20 years. How does that happen? Because I have control, and certainly you can have control. Guys, my name is Tony Evans. I am the VP of this amazing company. It was an absolute pleasure training y'all. I hope y'all took some copious notes, and I definitely look to talk to you guys again. Tony Ward, thank you so much for this opportunity. Guys, I'm going to be training this Sunday on the Time to Evolve call. I'm a little tired, so I might play a game or something. See if I can get some convention tickets or something. But I will be coming live from New Orleans. I'm actually going to be in New Orleans. So make sure you guys tune in. I'll come up with something. It's not going to be this training. It'll be something else, I promise. And I look forward to it, guys. I hope y'all got something out of it, and look forward to it. Deja, back to you.
Wow, family, wasn't that a better than amazing training? Do me a favor, jump in the chat box. Let's show Toni some love for that great training we received tonight. I hope you got that hashtag noted so you can stop complaining. I took some screenshots. I put my post up because I don't want to be the one in trouble because I did not follow instructions. So make sure you do that. Let somebody know that you got great training, and then invite them to this call on next week, because we're here every Tuesday night. We have great trainers, different topics, and you can definitely expand your business by simply putting in the work. Get the time in and then put it into action. So thank you again, sir, for imparting your tremendous wisdom to us tonight. We do look forward to seeing all of you with us on our Raw Squad and Friends call next Tuesday. Make sure you get on the very next Travel Cafe training in preparation for Sunday. That's just, a word to the wise. You do with it what you want. But we will see all of you again at the banks and beaches of the world. This call is officially over. Have a great week, family. Finish the month out strong.
For those of you who are new and you want quick start information, please hop on or stay on for the next 2 minutes. We will start our quick start training. New, or you want to just go ahead and revamp your business, 7 o'clock. We start our quick start in just 2 minutes with Emily White. So you guys feel free to stay and get all of that good information. We will break until we get started in 1 minute. Just got a message from Toni. Next week, he will be giving out the shirt and the sweatshirt. He forgot to do it today. So next week, shirt and sweatshirt. Tell everybody. Everyone, please put your hands together through the chat box for our trainer for this evening, Miss Emily White.
Hi, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. That was an amazing, amazing training. It's so good to see Toni, both our Tonys on the line, but that training was amazing. It hit every point that we talked about last week. It hits every point that we are going to go through tonight in Quick Start. So if you are brand new, you are in the right place. If you are restarting your business, you are in the right place. And if you just want to hang out with me, well, heck, you're in the right place. How about that? So before we get started, I always like to go over a little bit of etiquette in our rooms. If you're brand new, I do this because you need to kind of get used to the way we operate here at Evolution when we jump on webinars. So when you come on, we usually ask you to hover over at the bottom of your screen, find your mic, the camera, and the chat icon. Those are absolutely your friends. The first and foremost, when you enter into a Zoom, you always want to ask, we always ask everyone to mute their microphones. This allows everybody to hear clearly because, of course, if you're like me, who has children, husband, family members that pop up when they feel like it, and they always seem to want to talk, scream, laugh, the dog wants to bark while I'm online. it's natural, it happens. So usually when I come into a room, I will mute my mic automatically, just so everybody else can hear. Then secondly, and it's totally up to you, but unless you are comfortable with your environment and you're not moving around, please go ahead and mute your camera. Lots of movement or inappropriate surroundings can distract presenters and take away from your experience. But of course, if you are focused and you are camera ready, please, please, please feel free to keep your cameras live. That makes the presenter feel like they're not in here talking to themselves. You know what I mean? And then last, but definitely not least, we like to have you locate that chat box. You always want to introduce yourself. Let us know who you are. Let us know how, if you're an agent, how long you've been in the company. And most importantly, who your sponsor is or where you're zooming in from. We want to say hello back. We want to get to know you when we're on different meetings. That way, when we finally meet you in person, it's like seeing an old friend. And also, I do want to know, if you are on a smartphone and you move over to the chat box to say something in the Zoom and there's a video playing, typically the video sound will go off. That doesn't mean you were kicked out of the room or you lost anything. It's just when you go over into the chat box on a cell phone, the sound on the video stops. Just go ahead and close that and you'll go back and hear everything. I often get those questions. Now, as we are going to move on, there we go. I know we've been in here. If you were on the travel presentation with me earlier, and then you jumped on for the Raw and Friends, and now you're on with us, you've been on here with us for 3 hours. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're a trooper, you're coachable, you are all of that. But before we get started here, go ahead, grab something to drink, get a quick snack. You want to get a pen, a paper, because you're going to want to take some notes. I have a ton of things that I want to go through with you. So you definitely want to take some notes. Be prepared to take a screenshot because I'm going to share a couple of screens and information that you're going to want to hold on to. And then I know it says here, write down your questions and get ready to answer them, but jump in the chat box, throw your questions in the chat box. I love an interactive training session. So light that chat box up for me, okay? All right, so I'm gonna give you a few minutes. Go ahead and do all those things and then we'll get started in just 2 seconds. All right, while we do that, I know that Toni introduced me, but I'll say a little bit about myself. My name is Emily White. I am a silver consultant here with Evolution. I'm your training specialist, at least for the next hour, and I'm all yours. So I'm not a mystery. I'm a wife, a mother of 4 girls, and they range from ages 24 to 7. And sometimes I go from losing my mind and then to thinking that I'm a superhero. I am from Southern California by way of Los Angeles. And if any of you guys know about LA, you know we need several streams of income to survive here. So as my older kids say, I'm about that life. Now, I've been in the company for about 26 months now, and I'm having a great time. I'm learning about travel, I'm growing my business, and I'm making a pretty good living doing it. So enough about me. You guys should all be ready to go. Let's hit it. So you're a travel agent now. Now, what do you do? Well, over the next 30 days, we're going to ask you to focus. Really give this your attention and implement for at least 10 hours a week. You know, if you can do more, amazing. You know, the more, like he just said, the more you do, the more you're rewarded. You are a business owner now, and although you're in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself. Please know, though, this is not a get-rich-quick operation. It is going to require some work on your part. So please put in the time if you can. We're going to ask you to definitely do that. You can earn an unbelievable living doing this opportunity. First things first, though, you're going to need to meet with your sponsor, your upline regularly. And when you do, you have to be coachable. You have to be open to learning. My grandmother used to tell me, you have 1 mouth and 2 ears, girl, listen more than you talk. we're asking you to do that tonight. You want to stay connected in our community. You want to be informed both for yourself and for your clients. Things are changing daily, and our company is continually improving our tools. So you have to stay connected. We are a duplicatable business, so you need to be able to follow the directions. That helps you reach your goal. Follow through will also help you and your client. If you put out a promise out there, whether it's to yourself or to your client, you want to follow through. It helps you become a success. It helps you complete the task, which takes you to success. Now, that being said, when you started with the company, you got this email. This tells you it gives you your username, which we also call your agent ID, and we also call it your user ID. It's one and the same. This is how the company identifies you, and this is how you will log on with some of our suppliers. You want to commit this number to memory if you can. If you can't, drop it in your cell phone. Save it in your cell phone. Save it somewhere that you always have it. This email also lists your password, which you created when you were filling out your application. Make sure you write that down or keep it with your agent ID just in case. Put it in your phone. And it provides you with a video that you can share with your family and friends to let them know, look, I'm a travel agent now. I can help you with your vacations. Call me. Use that video. And then finally, it displays your personal website, which also doubles as your back office login page. Now, this email you want to save somewhere safe, somewhere in your email box, make it a folder, because you always want to be able to refer back to it when you need it. Now, logging on to your back office, this is how you do it. Simply access the website shown here in blue, the www.myevolutiontravel.com. It will tell you the about is, it talks more about the mission, vision, and the collaboration of Evolution, which is the marketing arm, and R.A.W, which is our host agency. It talks about the opportunity, talks about how someone can join the company. It gives them more information. So if there's somebody out there that wants to do what you're doing, definitely give them this link. And then sign up. Of course, you guys know what that is, because that is the application that you use to become a travel agent with our company. Now, to log into your back office, all you need to do is click the login at the top of the page that's circled. When you click that, it will take you to this gray box you see here. You're going to put in your agent ID, which also is your user ID, and the password you created, and it will take you here. Ta-da, your back office. Now, in November of 2019, our company launched our wellness division. And now all of our agents have the ability to retail CBD products. Yay, yes. Now, let me tell you, it was right on time too, because I think the pandemic hit about 4 months later, and many of our advisors were able to keep money coming into their business, into their households, even when they were being furloughed on their JOBs, and travel took a little bit of a pause. Now, here, the My E3 Wellness site is your personal e-commerce website that you can share as you like. Anyone can shop there and buy products, and the products will be delivered directly to them. That website is right at the top in black. That's the www.e3wellness.com/your agent ID number. You can put that on any social media. When somebody goes there, they can shop for any of our E3 Wellness products. Now, for some of you that are new and aren't familiar, we can earn an immediate 20% on all the retail stuff on that site. Plus, whatever commissions that you earn in your leadership rank, you can earn more if you just set up if you just set up one e-shipment on any product you like. That's the teas, that's the oils, that's the cream. If you have pets, we have stuff for pets. All you need is to do one. Once you do that, you're considered what we call an Evo Max plan holder. And that means you are both a travel advisor and a CBD store owner, and your commission is based on your level. So you get the 20% Plus, say if you're a bronze or if you're a silver, you get an additional income on top of that. Here where it says order your E3 products, this is where you go to order your products to be shipped to you. So I know I said you don't have to purchase products, you don't have to stock products, but if you want a couple more, say you do a e-ship for the tea, but you want to try the oil, you can go back here and order the oil and it'll come to you. Now, a lot of people do samples with the oil. They buy the oil and they do samples to get more customers. This is where you'll go to get that. The E3 Wellness e-ship is where you go to set up your auto e-ship. So you want to set up your auto e-ship so you can get tea every month, or you want to set up an auto ship to get your cream every month. This is where you go to do that. And that's also where you go to become an Evo Max plan holder. Now, the green E3 coded count box shows you how many customers you have buying from your site. The e-wallet is where your E3 wellness commissions will show. It's also where your travel bonus income lives. So anytime you want to see, when we get that ping, you want to see that money, that's where it's at. You get the ping, your bonuses go into the E3 wallet, and so does your E3 wellness income goes right in there. That's where you'll go to see that. Now, if you have decided that you want to lead a team and start earning residual income and give yourself a raise each time somebody new comes in or you show somebody the business, this is where you'll get that information. The blue personal agent box shows all of the people you personally help become independent business owners. And the gray total downline box shows all the people that your decision has helped through both you and your team's effort. Now over here, to your right is your business profile. This shows you all of your business stats. If your account is active, if where you are in your learning process, your leadership rank, your team numbers, your CBD, all of your business stats are here. And then there are the rewards. Now I'm bringing up the rewards because they changed the site a little bit. They've upgraded us quite a little bit. And I want to bring this to your attention because a lot of people don't know that we have great rewards here at Evo. So Evo continues to allow us to add money to our wallets, both by earning more and keeping what we already have. The newly revamped Evo Rewards gives us access to discount codes for hotels, theme park tickets, restaurants, movies, car rentals, groceries, and so much more. I could just go on and on and on. But because of time, I only pulled up car rentals and restaurants so you can see a snapshot of what's available near me. For instance, road trips are big right now, right? You can rent a car from a company like Avis and get $38 off your car rental, and you get a commission on that car rental too. You can also offer this as an incentive to clients to keep them coming back. I also like to bring up Subway, because Subway, I have a family of 6. I have 4 girls and then me and my husband. Now, if I go into Subway, I could get a whole meal for all 6 of us and only pay for 3 by using this discount. You can also use it when you're on vacation. So if you're out and about, if you do an all-inclusive vacation, when you're in the hotel, you get all the food, right? Or maybe your vacation does breakfast. But when you're out and about, you want to grab some lunch, this reward is an app. You can go in on your phone, pull up the zip code that you're in, it'll bring up whatever's available, and boom, you have a nice, affordable lunch and you keep your spending amounts down. So, as I mentioned in the welcome email, you get your very own agency website, which can be found right here at my travel site or at www.myevolutiontravel.com/your agent ID. This gives your clients access to company information as well as your personal site. But If you'd like to send your clients directly to your booking site, you can go to www.evotravelagent.com/your agent ID. See, that's what I mean. You got to keep that agent ID on handy. This is one of your very free websites, that your very own websites that you get here with the company, and you can customize it. Now, a little marketing advice. It's crucial to market your brand whenever possible. And since you are a business owner, your brand is you. People buy from people they know, trust, and like. Remember that. So every time you get a chance, you want to advertise your name or your business name so people get familiar with you. Now, that being said, when you completed your application, you were asked to name your website. I know. Most of us probably didn't do that, and we just accepted the default. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. When you initially access your site at www.evotravelagent.com/agent ID, they're going to ask you to register. Or you can go on your back office, scroll all the way down to the bottom right here where it says register, click here. You can click on that and you can register your website there as well. Now, to register, you're going to enter your agent ID in the field and click register. You'll be brought back to the site with a note that says your temp password was sent to your email. Go ahead into your email that you registered, that you did your application with, and grab your temp information. Once you come back, you're going to hit already registered, log in here. You're going to click there. It's going to take you into you're going to come back here. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. It's going to bring you back into your edit your profile. Now, what you want to do is enter all of your information, your name, your last name, your email, whatever email address you want to use, and then your brand name. You're going to put that where your username is. That is going to be after the // Instead of your agent ID, you're going to put in your username. That's your brand. You're going to brand yourself right there. Now, you want to upload a picture, you can do that. You can either be a nice logo that you created for your brand name or a beautiful picture of yourself, whatever you see fit. You want to drop a little quick bio. I like to use the Instagram model where you do between 150 to 250 characters. You don't want anything too long. You want it kind of snappy, and drop that in the About Me section. Now, I have to state that it's not a lot of things that you can customize here on your website. But as much as you can, always make sure to brand yourself. Now, once you do that, you're going to hit submit. It's going to take you back. This person didn't put a logo or a picture of themselves, but they did change they put in their company name, Retreat Travelers, and they did a quick little 1-sentence bio about themselves. Now, this is a great website to use if the supplier is asking you for a URL. Absolutely give them that. I wouldn't suggest that you give this website to your customers. You want to give your customers white glove service. That's why they're coming to see a travel agent, right? You want to be able to go in, get their information, talk to them, get a sense of where they want to travel, what kind of personality, what character they have, and then go ahead and quote them yourself instead of having them come and do the search engine here. Use this as somewhere to start a conversation, or how to, as a website to use to set up your supplier applications with. All right, so I could go on and on about your back office, but instead, I want you to go in here and get nosy. Really go through everything. I know your mother told you to mind your business, but this is one time when being nosy is definitely minding your business. So go back here, click on everything, check out everything. I promise you, you cannot break it. I promise you. Click, 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 find out. This is a good way to have a conversation starter with your sponsor. Go in and say, what was that? I clicked on this. I don't understand that. click to your heart is content. Make sure you hit everything. But the last thing I do want to talk about here is the first thing you got to do in the company, and that is your initial travel training. It is highlighted, is the only highlighted link on your dashboard. This is the first thing in the company you're going to do. And once it's done, you'll get access to all of our suppliers. And I think I mentioned we have over 133 suppliers. Yes, we do. So make sure that you do your travel training program first. When you do that, this is what it will look like. It's about 12 video modules that you have that goes through over important bits of information about being a new agent and how to find clients and how to register for suppliers. There are no more than 12 minutes long on average, and they have about 3 or 4 very simple questions at the end. For instance, if your video said the sky is blue, the question would be, what color is the sky? All they want to know is that you are listening and that you got the information that we were trying to give you. Don't worry, if you're not a tester, that's okay. You can't fail this system. It allows you to retake it as many times as you please. I often do 50 things at once, and I'm paying attention to a million things at once. And I could remember when I first took this that I didn't see something, and all I did was go back, retake it, and boom, I was in. Now, in one sitting, the entire training takes about 90 minutes. If you want to take it in one sitting, you can, please go ahead. But if you can't, you can stop and come back. That's perfectly fine. It'll save your place. Now, once you're done, you're going to receive a congratulations email, a little video that you want to watch. It's going to give you a lot of important information and a website that you should go to. But what's most important is that download. That button that says download your certificate completion. Click that and you are going to get your certificate. What I want you to do with that certificate is send it over to your sponsor with a picture that you absolutely love of yourself. It makes you feel good and smile every time you look at that picture, because what your sponsor is going to do is use your certificate and that picture to formally introduce you to our entire agent community. And we have well over 10,000 agents all over the world. They are going to invite you to all of our social media group pages. So you want to make sure it's a cute picture and make sure you get that over to your sponsor. Now, Travel Cafe. Let's talk about that. The Travel Cafe is where all of your resources are here at EVO. This is how you get access to it right into your back office, and it's 2 clicks under your travel training program. There is so much information available here in your Travel Cafe, and we offer several live and recorded trainings to help you understand it all right here in your Travel Cafe. But there's nothing like trial and error. So this is another place that you want to get nosy again. Go ahead, click, click, click. You can't break. Use it as a conversation starter. Remember that. Today, I'm going to give you a few quick tips just to get you rocking and rolling. First and foremost, notice the news and updates and upcoming events. You always want to keep updated on what's going on. The company gives away so many trips and trinkets, and all those events show up right here. Number 2, here is where you'll be accessing our brand spanking new supplier portals to give to your clients, your travel quotes, and your booking information. You can book that for yourself. And then 3, this is where you're going to go to register for your suppliers. So now, I mentioned a few minutes ago, we have access to over 133 suppliers, but we do not expect you to register with all of them. We do ask you to register with those that you think you'd like to work with. You can base this on your niche, your specialty, or just those that resonate with you. If you don't know what that is, we're going to give you a little helpful hint. To get you started right here, we suggest that you register with these 5. One being Vax Access, Carnival, Pleasant Holidays, Princess, which is also Canard Cruises, and then Disney. To register, all you're going to do is go into your travel cafe, slide down here, hit the suppliers, and then click on the word how to register. And this will take you to the instructions on how to register for all of the US agents on our roster. You're going to scroll down this roster to find the ones that you like or the ones that we suggested a few minutes ago, and follow the instructions. Now, for some of them, you'll be asked to complete the Archer supplier request form. And for others, you'll be asked to register directly with the supplier through a special link. For instance, Princess and Canard Cruises are the same company. And to register, you have to go through OneSource. To gain that access, Archer has to set you up with a login information. So you're going to click on the words that says supplier request form. You're going to be brought to a page with all our forms. So you want to make sure that you hit the tab that says supplier request form, complete the form. When you get down to supplier name, you're going to hit that drop down and you're going to select the supplier that you're signing on with. If you don't see them in the drop down, you're going to hit other suppliers. Now for Princess, it may take up to 3 to 5 business days to get your login from Archer. And so you want to check your email, check your spam, because if you haven't gotten an email from Archer yet, it may go into your spam. So make sure you're checking your spam. Now for VAX Vacation, this is a conglomerate of all the suppliers you see here as well. And then they also have Delta Airlines Vacation, American Airlines Vacation, SeaWorld, and Universal Studios too. So just like Princess, to get access, you have to go through the Archer supplier request form to do it. For Carnival, Pleasant Holiday, and Disney, you'll be given a special link and instructions to complete the registration directly with the supplier. Now for Carnival, once you complete the required step and submit, Carnival will send your information to Archer to approve. They want to just make sure that you are truly an agent with Archer, and then you'll get your login information. This should take about 5 to 7 days because their process is a little bit more involved. As for Disney and Pleasant, your access is immediate. Just go to the link provided here in the instructions, select, create a new account, and complete the field, as you see here with Pleasant as well. With all of these suppliers, I suggest that you complete the training. Disney and Princess Cruises gives free trips and at graduation. Pleasant and Carnival gives free points and amazing incentives. The training modules are just as easy as our first training modules, but there's a lot of information. I believe it took me to finish Disney and Princess and I did it for about an hour a day. Disney took me about a week. Princess took me, I want to say, about a week. Just a lot of information, a lot of reading, a lot of videos, but easy tests. And just like our training modules, you can stop and go as you please, and you can take it as many times as you need. Pleasant is quicker. I haven't personally done Carnival, but I heard it's very long as well. So get to doing it, get started. Don't be like me, don't wait. Now, each supplier in VAX has their own training, so you want to work through that as well. So when you are ready to start researching for your clients, or you guys are very lucky. That's what I'm studying because this just started. I started here, like I said, I've been with the company for about 26 months now, and I had to go in and search for each supplier. And I have a whole folder that has all my passwords and what websites. Archer made it very easy for you. They put it in the Travel Cafe right at the top where you just click on Evo Suppliers, or you can go to www.archertravel.com/Evo Suppliers. Now, once you first log in, it's going to ask you to register, like with anything else. Go ahead and hit register, fill out the information, and then you'll be able to come here and just log in. I usually save my passwords and I write them down in a book or keep them on my cell phone. The portal has all the suppliers right at your fingertips. So you don't have to remember the website addresses, and you can stay nicely organized. So lucky. To access the suppliers, you're going to need to make sure you have your login information. So again, you have to register in Travel Cafe. Now, I believe with RoomRes, there's also information in the supplier how to register information there, but the back office also says that in Travel Cafe, it also says that RoomRes, after a week of becoming an agent, you should get your login for RoomRes. But if you don't, you can always come here, click on RoomRes, and fill out the registration key. But always use Travel Cafe to make sure you have the right information. Now, this is the site I was telling you guys about. You're going to want to screenshot this. If you have any questions or any issues or anything like that, these are the people and the contact information that you want to reach out to. So make sure you screenshot this so that you can put it in your phone and have it ready anytime you have a question. Now, I'm going to open my chat box really quick because I want to give you guys a few minutes to hit that up. Can you drop a 1 in the chat box when you guys are ready to move on? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you, ladies. Now, the great thing about our company is our travel booking commissions are paid electronically right on a credit debit card. We call it the Akimbo card. So you do not have to wait to access your money at all. You get paid immediately. To apply for your Akimbo card, you're going to go into your back office and go all the way down at the bottom and click here. Now, commissions are paid to the agents on your Akimbo card twice a month. The payout dates are usually the 15th and the last day of the month, just so you know. And if you're an international agent, that means you're either in Mexico, you're in Jamaica, you're not in the US, you don't have to worry about doing this because international agents currently are getting paid through PayPal in US dollars. But if you are a US agent, you must do this in order to get paid. Now, this is me, you guys. I usually bring this up because I was getting my MBA so many, many years ago. And there was one thing we focused on constantly in class, and that was knowing your industry. And through that, I developed an approach to the way that I operate business, which came from 2 of my favorite quotes. The first quote comes from Mr. Mark Cuban, owner of the Mavericks, digital millionaire, and you know him from Shark Tank. The quote is, know your business and your industry better than anyone else in the world and love what you do. That's why I always start, have fun. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, right? And then the other one comes from entrepreneur, rapper, and poet, Mr. Sugar Free. And that's, if you stay ready, guess what? You ain't got to get ready. I play that every time I need to get off my butt and get motivated. But how do you know your industry and how do you stay ready? Well, you get connected. That's right. So in order to get connected, what do you have to do? All you have to do is go to www.newagent.info and complete the form you see right here. When you hit submit, you are going to get an email immediately with all the regular events and trainings that we host. So you can drop those on your calendar in your phone, on your regular paper calendar, however you do it. Then you are going to get a list of evolution information numbers. And finally, and boy, do I wish that I had this. As soon as you hit submit, you're going to get this. You are going to get information about your sponsors. You're going to get information about our training schedules. You're going to get a website where all of our documents and videos and resources are. You're going to get information about training and tax deductions and how do you keep your money in your pocket. And best in all, this is also new to me, well, new to the company. It came in after I started, and I wish I had it when it came out, is you are going to get the 7-day quick start series done by our own senior trainer, our master leader, Miss Toni Queen Raw Ward. I don't know how she do it. Man, I don't know how she does it, because she is our platinum. She is my platinum upline for sure. She was the first in the company hit that rank and hit #1 and stay there for 4 years. She is able to manage and constantly bring training to us and content to improve our business over and over again. She's a mom. She has a downline, a crazy number downline, like more than 300, 500 people in her downline. It's ridiculous. I don't know how she constantly drops information for us, but she does. And to get that information, you got to subscribe to her page. So as soon as you go to the 7-day quick start, you got to hit subscribe so you can get all the new nuggets she's always dropping. Any video she does, it's in there. You don't want to be the last person getting the information or getting left out on that at all. Now, to get started with your 7-day quick start, it's a daily training. Each session is about 30 minutes and it's jam-packed with jewels to get you quickly moving into profit in your first 7 days. I'm not kidding you. At the end of each session, there are action items. We suggest that you do each day, one at a time. Don't try to skip ahead, because there's action items that you want to do at the end of each one. And we want you to put that into practice. This is also a great guide to your conversation during your regular check-in with your sponsors, so you can stay ready. You can tell them, look, I did 3 days of the 7-day quick series and I have questions. Have them walk you through it. Have them explain things to you. This is a great way to stay in touch with your sponsor. The next thing you want to do is grab your cell phone and text the word evolution to the number 77222 to get connected to our headquarters. This allows the CEO and the founder to spread important news to all of our agents all over the world. For instance, in October 2019, PCI changed their laws on how we handle customer credit cards. And they were able to move quickly and get us into compliance by texting all of us and saying, look, we have an important Facebook Live that you have to be on. Everybody jumped on, everybody got in compliance. You don't want to miss important information like this. So make sure that you text evolution to the number 77222 so you don't miss out. As a part of the new agent info email, you will receive all the regular trainings. And as you can see, there are tons of trainings, and this isn't even half. This is only a few of them. But there are tons of trainings that our company offers. It's all a part of your package. It's no additional cost. They're like the Raw Tuesdays and Friends. I need to update that picture because we have a new flyer. But of course, that is my favorite, one of my faves. I'm a little biased because my next favorite is, of course, the Saturday mornings with Miss Patrice Abel Vance. I love it because I'm all about the inspirational video. And she always starts that meeting with the inspirational video that gets me up and going at 7:30 PST. It's always packed with valuable treats, but guess what? She doesn't record that meeting. So if you're not on that meeting, you're not getting those nuggets. So you need to jump on that meeting. And like I said, the Raw and Friends with Toni, you guys just did it. You saw the information we got from Tony Evans. You see that we get prizes and trips and all kinds of stuff happens. Every 5th Tuesday, we have game night. We play Cahoots, and that game night is challenging and fun all at the same time. I love the prizes. I just got to say, I love stuff. Now, that's it, family. That is the secret sauce to getting your business fast track in the first 30 days. I want to go over quickly with you that we talked about making a regular appointment with your sponsor. We talked about your myevolution.com. That's your website, and that's also how you get into your back office. We talked about your back office and the dashboard. We talked about E3 Wellness, what that is, how you make extra money, and how you get your products. We talked about your personal travel website. We talked about Travel Cafe. That is the resource of everything that we have. Anything you need to know is in that Travel Cafe. And if it isn't, you can get the answer from your sponsor. We talked about suppliers. How do you pick your suppliers? What suppliers you can start with if you don't know how to pick a supplier? We talked about your Akimbo card because that is how you get paid in this company. So you got to get that card. We talked about your www.newagent.info and how to get quick started, how to do your 7-day series, how to get that information you need to get quickly into profit. We talked about staying connected with your Evo text message, all the training and webinars that we have available to you, all the resources we have available to you. We talked about the social media groups that your sponsor is going to take your certificate and your beautiful picture and invite you to all of our social media platforms. What we did not talk about tonight yet is that customer service chat button, that same little blue button you see right there. That blue button is your instant connection to headquarters. If you have any issues with your account, your back office, or you have a question that cannot be answered by your sponsor or your upline or anybody in our Facebook communities, you're going to go ahead and click on that blue chat button in the corner. It's all the way at the bottom of your back office. And it is going to take you straight to the headquarters. They're pretty quick on answering, pretty quick on their response. Even in a high volume time, it takes about 72 hours, but they will absolutely get back to you. And then we did not talk about downloading Zoom on every device. I suggest that you do that. You get a new phone, download Zoom on that puppy. You have a tablet, download Zoom on that. You have a desktop, download Zoom on that. You never know when you have a quick moment, you're not doing anything and you want to learn something new. You could be sitting in the airport on a delay. How many people got delayed on their flight coming back from that snowy Houston? You could have been sitting in the airport learning something, chatting it up with somebody on Zoom. Make sure that you download Zoom on every device. And that way you stay ready. Now, last but certainly not least, please don't be the best kept secret. You want to post your certificate yourself. You want to tell people, I'm in business, I'm a travel advisor, I want to help you. Check this out. Put it on your Facebook, on your Pinterest, on your Instagram, on wherever social media is, you need to be. Please know that you need to be. You can take that video that you got in your first email from the company and post that. Let people know you're open for business. You can help them book their getaway. Now, I do want to answer questions. So if there's any questions in that chat box, I know I told you guys to light that chat box up. Y'all over there being quiet. Let's see what we got. Oh, thank you, Toni. I didn't even know you were in there helping me out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome, awesome. If you got value out of this tonight, can you drop some V's in the chat box for me, please? Light me up, light me up. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are more than welcome to open up your microphone and ask me any questions while you got me, Toni, Patrice, and all the heavy hitters on the line with me tonight. So if you got a question, let me have it. Don't be quiet. This is not the time to be quiet or not nosy. All right. Well, if I don't have any questions tonight, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad you guys found value from what I presented tonight. I'm here every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you missed something, because it was a lot of information, I know, jump back in here and light that chat box up with any question that you have. No question is a stupid question. I promise you. I've been there. I'm only in the company for 26 months. Believe me, I've had a few stupid questions and they were not stupid at all. Toni and Patrice pours into me every day. Every day. I'm on the phone with Patrice every morning at 7 a.m. and they pour into me. They make sure that I have the information I need. I got some sisters in the company that I've never met in person, but they are my sisters and they will pour into me. So make sure you get on here at 7 o'clock with me if you have questions, or make sure your sponsor helps you. That's what they're there for. They brought you in the company, they got to help you. You know, go to them. They're your first line of defense. your sponsor, your upline, that chat, that Facebook community, or here, right here with me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to say, make sure you stay plugged in, and then I will see you at the banks around the world and on every beach. Good night. Have a great one. This call is officially over.